Ranking new movies released in November from worst to best. In last place is Now You See Me, Now You Don't. I'm not the biggest fan of this franchise anyways, but at least the first two had some really fun magic and tricks to keep you entertained along the way. This movie I feel like is very lackluster in the magic department. All of the plot twists and reveals in this movie are either very predictable or just very dumb. I will say I do like all the new cast members kind of being like the next generation of magicians, and seeing them kind of approach things in a different way than our original Four Horsemen is pretty fun, but other than that, really not much here from this movie. Next up is In Your Dreams, a new original animated movie that released on Netflix. This isn't like offensively bad or anything, it's just a very mediocre kids movie that really left no impression on me. It's just about these two kids and their parents are kind of fighting, kind of having some issues. It looks like they're headed towards divorce, so these two kids end up living more in their dream worlds than reality. Kind of ends up just feeling like a Walmart brand Pixar movie. In ninth place is Die My Love, a movie that achieves its goal of being very grating and uncomfortable to watch, but just because that's what the movie was intending to do does not mean I enjoyed watching it. And I absolutely love Jennifer Lawrence and Robert Pattinson. I think they're both really great overall, and they're pretty good in this movie, but it was just not for me. The movie follows Jennifer Lawrence's character Grace, and she's just dealing with a million issues in this movie. She's kind of slowly descending into madness, just going insane. She's really struggling with being a new mother, and again, very uncomfortable to watch. I can appreciate what the movie was trying to do. It did not work for me. Number 8, I have a French animated movie, Little Amelie, or the character of Rain. It's kind of just about this girl growing up in Japan and kind of just learning about life itself, nature, her family. The animation style is really neat, and it is just a very cute movie. Again, nothing mind-blowing, but solid. At number 7, I have Eternity, which is a new love triangle rom-com movie that follows the premise of after you die, you're pretty much taken to this place where you get to choose anywhere you want to go and live for eternity. But when Elizabeth Olsen dies and is at this place where she has to choose her eternity, she's pretty much torn between her husband of many, many years that she's been living with, and they live to old age together, and her first boyfriend. So it is a very fun and creative concept that I did like the idea of, and I feel like a lot of people are looking way too deep into like the rules of this afterlife and choosing your eternity. Don't do that, because if you think about it too hard, yeah, the entire story falls apart. There are some really funny moments in this movie. I think Miles Teller is the standout performance in this film. I really loved him in this movie. I do think the ending is just very cliched, predictable, and is kind of the boring choice though. 6, I have Wicked for Good. I am not a big musical person. I'm not even that big on the original Wizard of Oz, but I did really enjoy the first Wicked movie. I thought it was a very enjoyable film. The songs were absolute bangers. While I did still really enjoy Wicked for Good, there are some good songs, but none are as good as anything in part 1. The movie also, just because of the events in the first film, is way darker and more serious, and I kind of miss that kind of whimsical charm that the first movie had, and everything moves at a million miles per minute in this film. Like, there is never a chance to just sit back and breathe. But Cynthia and Ariana are still great in this movie, and even though I didn't care for the songs in this one, their singing is still great. A lot of really great supporting characters in this movie too. Like, everybody kind of stepped up their performances from the first film. I just didn't care for the overall story as much as in part 1, but still a very solid, enjoyable movie. And speaking of solid, enjoyable movies that have some